Hello, hello, hello to all the people that click on these as if they're videos. Leave me a comment down below if you actually watched some of these, maybe not all of it, but some of these these stream bits as actual videos. Today we're going to be doing some more Xenoblade Chronicles X though. I want to get back into this game after the last stream, which was of course, my thank you stream. Which I'll still say again, thank you for 500 subs. That will never end and it will never get old of me saying that. Just the number's going to change. So get used to me thanking everybody for it a lot. Today we're going to be continuing the mission with this infinite running lady murderess as she continues to infinitely run into a wall. She was doing this last time and I saved it like this, and I'm glad to know that coming back she is still doing it. That brings little things, only a few things nowadays bring me such joy in life, but this is definitely one of them. To see her infinitely stuck as she infinitely runs at the wall, knowing that her life and her destiny will lead to nothing, as it all is just meaningless. Yes, I'm an evil man, but she's going to be evil to us. After all, we are going to get robbed. But it's as you've got the useless character under there hiding within Lynn's legs. And yeah, there's a few things I want to do today, and potentially I'm going to buy some gear and kit out some of my party members and characters a little bit. Before we do this though, I do want to have a quick look and see what ground gear we already have equipped. Before I do that, I'm very quickly going to rearrange the microphone because I think it was a little out of position. And I'm going to make sure actually everything's working as it is. Hello my friend, welcome back to the stream, Black Amethyst. We're doing something a little bit different than Thursday. I say a little bit different, this is more normal for me at the moment. We've been doing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles X. Those are some fancy glasses. I believe, I'm just having a quick look to see what the new stuff we've got is. Lower? I don't know which one it was, but it's down there anyway. Let us have a look in fashion gear. Have I got... There are some red glasses I'm going to want at some point, which just made him look beastly. Or we just go with the snorkel, obviously. Snorkel is of course the obvious choice. That's funny. That is... Yep. It just works. We've already checked them last time, and I don't think we're gonna have them. They're bright and a bit ugh. But yep, we'll continue with Murderous running infinitely with the new shids. I hope you enjoyed watching me die in Smash on Thursday. Oh, it was glorious seeing everybody continuously just end themselves. That is what Smash is for, of course. I am sort of planning like future streams of Smash now. How the hell are you, you lucky little sod? I thought we got away from him as well. Damn Tatsu, always catching up to us. But yeah, I'm planning some more Smash Bros streams at some point in the future. So it will be something that I'll return to, but again, like I mentioned on that stream, I think I'm going to do it more on Twitch. So there's going to be like a load of links and things. There are a few things I need to do, one of which is actually like set up my Discord properly. And at that point, I'll be able to actually properly accommodate all social media and things like that. It's something that's on my to-do list. I've just got to get round to it. I want to get back into the swing of making actual videos and not live streaming all of the time. And then that will be something that comes back. A new tyrant. Serve us with a golden something or other. A golden shine, probably. We've got quite a few side quests. We're in the middle of the affinity quest from last time for Murderess, where she's going to betray us. And there is 2 routes that to go down this one. And I've already decided that I was going to go down the harder one of the 2, because that means I actually get the reward. And I'm not being shoved out of a reward. It's B route, so we need to go the B route, which we shall do now. So we need to investigate the White Whale debris in Noctilum and Middle Hushflood. Have we already been there? I have been very close to it, to the point where I have a probe site pretty close by, and we will go and have a look there. I'm assuming as well, considering I believe you've subbed to the channel, that you're interested in the whole Xenoblade scene and not just the Smash scene, considering the fact that the channel is primarily all based on Xenoblade. I tried doing some Smash content at one point, but I was just getting frustrated. I'm it's purely for the fact that I haven't played Smash Bros for a very, very long time. And I think I get easily irritated, or I can get easily irritated. Okay, I want to be careful of you. Okay, White Whale debris is there. I'm going to leave the Skell here in range, because now he's happy, he doesn't mind me. And let us check the White Whale debris. No, I'm very interested in the Xenoblade content. Good, good. I'm glad, because therefore I'm going to be bringing. I'll be able to bring you lots of, lots of good content. As I showed, I've got something planned for Tuesday, and then there's more coming as well shortly. Stuff I'm working on now. Ask the murderess if she's betraying you. Check if there's an indigent behind you. Trust. Yeah, trust.
Oh, that's adorable. If only everyone were so trusting, life would be so peaceful and so totally boring.
She's got pretty eyes.
No, I'm afraid I just want the reward for myself.
Just like completely off topic.
Can't believe you're doing
Those purple eyes.
I could
Look at him with the hard glasses.
I mean, again.
Ooh, Skell. Is that her crew?
Who are they?
I told you I plan to use the winners of that fight on my next job.
We were the job? This is low, Murderess, even for you.
Whatever it takes to make my dream come to fruition, sister.
You're still chasing that?
Hell yes.
What's the dream?
Now, since we're all acquainted, you have a choice to make. Give up your claim to the reward money, or we break your knees.
Is that going to be the option? It's not surrender or break knees. Tell her if she wants your reward, she can try and take it. Ba-ding.
Yeah, I knew I should have shot you in the back.
You probably should have, because we're gonna make this hurt.
Right. So, hey, you guys handle this, all right? I'm headed back. Make sure you.
Oh, so she just ditches. That makes it easy, at least.
You just signed your death warrant.
At least it's only 3 on 3, because I thought it was going to be 4 on 3. Fire! Primer! Nice one. Let's build up some TP. We're going to have to start to build up, but this should be pretty nice. So watching your Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm just going to start playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. That is a very wise thing to do, my set. Erin is down already. Okay, let's go with a violent streak and get a bit of AoE damage and hopefully build up a little bit more TP. This is going to be literally down to me and Elma though. I mean, I know Erin is already down. But more of the fact that even if we revive Erin, she's too low level, she'll get insta-wiped. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X is a very underrated game. I know that I saw someone the other day actually just saying something negative about Xenoblade Chronicles X, like it's a really poor game. No, we're gonna take out you first. And then this should be nice and easily manageable. Because then even if they're going after me, I can potentially infinite overdrive. They're still not hitting me, so I've potentially got loads of EXP built. Okay. Let's just actually do a lot of damage. An executioner. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, and we'll take you down now. I wonder if I can build Ghost Walker up completely. I'm hoping I can take down... Oh, quite low. We are quite low. I didn't even realise. In that case, I'm going to go with a Ghost Walker. That's one appendage. Okay, what I'm going to do... Not that it's needed. Well, it's going to basically completely fill me back up. Is let's engage. And go scale on scale. That's that appendage done. I just started to play Deltarune today, so hopefully after that I'll play Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm not entirely certain what Deltarune is, but that sounds good to me. I don't get to play a lot of the other games that I like and want to play. Just because it's always a pain to try and get hold of the games.
I'd love to find a murderess and rearrange her face.
But
we'd better get back and report this.
There's a lot of things that are on my list to play, definitely. Like, I'm quite interested in that new Kirby game. It'll be my first ever Kirby game, but I think it's a good one to start off with. Okay, talk to Eleonora. I'm gonna quickly move back because I know you're aggro onto the skull, and I'd rather the skull not die. I'd rather not have to try and hit a QTE whilst looking down. That was a pretty easy one. There was no difficult QTEs then. They all went pretty slow. Just baby steps for us, I'm guessing. Pushing us gently into the game. You may have also noticed, clean shaved. So I might look a little bit different. But this is how my hair's been at the moment. Ever since like with lockdown, I sort of just let it get out of control, cut it all the way down, let it get out of control, cut it all the way down, and the cycle repeats. Eleonora! See what Eleonora has to say. Eleonora's voice, isn't she? Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm so relieved you completed that resource collection assignment.
Huh? Sorry, what?
You were working with the murderess on a mission, right?
Kind of.
Well, she just came by and picked up the reward without delivering the goods.
Oh.
She said you'd bring them by. Gave her word on it. I told her that was against regulations, but you know how she is. Anyway,
Oh,
I've been
no.
sweating bullets, worried that you might not show.
I will strangle her scrawny.
Pardon?
Nothing. She got us good this time. Us and those idiots she recruited.
So she still gets the
Next time,
reward.
let's do a real mission, all right? One with
Aww.
standards. One that has nothing to do with that little princess.
We still get nothing. I got spherically emote, whatever that is, and Madinator, whatever those are.
Oh, right.
I have a
She
question.
must have messaged with it too.
I bet. She just can't resist rubbing my face in it.
It's not for you, Irina. It's for
Ooh.
your friend.
I have a question. If there is one
Stop by
Switch game except
anytime.
Xenoblade
I'm always game
games
for
that you
another
ran, what would it be?
adventure. Then she asked me to wink, but I don't think so.
And I like the new look.
You just got
Get
yourself
used
the
to it
world's
for the
worst
month and then we'll be back to normal. Like that's a really difficult thing to say, because I have a total of... I have very, very few games for the Nintendo Switch. To the point where I would say I literally only have 5 games. Which is Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade DE, Breath of the Wild, which I've played for a total of an hour. What else have I bought? What else have I bought? Let me get my Switch. What's on my Switch? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Pokemon Shield, and Let's Go Eevee. So those are the only games I've ever had for the Switch. So I don't really play a lot on Switch or have a lot of games for it for the same reason as I've just mentioned. If I had to give you a recommendation though, and this isn't my recommendation, but it's a recommendation from a friend, is Diablo 3. Because apparently that's been very highly recommended to me to play, to the point where I might pick it up. I've got to actually look properly into the gameplay and see if it's my sort of thing, see if it's something I'm going to enjoy. I'm just looking as well, what do I want to do next? I've got a load of Infinity missions around me. I'm kind of tempted to do the next chapter and get to chapter 7. To be honest. I know I wanted to wait. There's an affinity mission down here. What's this affinity mission? This is the thing, every time I get a new ally, there we go, a little bit Rich Guild Murderous comes on, but that's required level 34. We need to get rid of Irina as well. Okay, let's go fetch Doug. Get Doug back on the party. Jump down. Drop. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to, like... the only other game I can actually think of, like, recommending, because it does very much, keep in mind, it very much depends on the type of games that you're interested in as well. Like, I'm a fan of the Pokemon games. I wouldn't really recommend Sword or Shield, honestly. I don't think they're that good of a games. Although I'm interested in the Arceus game that's coming some point next year. Yay, more! Yes, we have more entity. There will always be more. Can I climb this? Oh, land back on it. Yes! You abusing the jump mechanics. Mwahahaha. I think we are. We're going to start chapter 7. I've decided. Chapter 7 seems like the way to go. The only game that I've sort of seen that I haven't played on the Switch loads I can think of is Mario Odyssey, because I've watched Alpharad's supercut of that game many times. Sword and Shield was a waste of money in my opinion. Agreed for the most part. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the new generation, and there are quite a few. Jumping this game is epic. Absolutely. There was quite a few interesting new mons added, but I think a lot of them were heavily underutilized. Like, I think, as an example, like the starters were really disappointing. I have to say, it was really disappointing. Cinderace should have been a fire electric. There was so much cool art. I initially preferred Sobble, but as soon as I saw the 2 evolutions for it, I lost all hope. Because Inteleon just is not interesting at all to me. So I ended up picking Grookey, because I didn't really mind Grookey, and I didn't really mind Thwacky. And then I got to Rillaboom, which I was kind of... I I did like the design. I did think it was neat, and what put me over the edge is that he always has his drum on him and on his back, and that was just kind of that little cuteness, which sort of made me like him. But he should have been a normal. He should have been the first ever starter to get the normal typing and been a grass normal, because then he'd been amazing competitively with Boom Burst. But no, wasn't meant to be. Oh. Complete Close Comrades Affinity Mission on Survey 25% of Oblivia. Have we done? Oh, I'm 24.8% of Oblivia, so we need to do a tiny bit more. I tried to play Sword and Shield, but I got bored and haven't touched it since released. I played a fair bit of Sword and Shield. I barely left the first town, lol. I played a fair bit of Sword and Shield. Like, I played through all the bits that I had to going through, and then as soon as Pokemon Home came out, I just transferred everything I've got. That's the other thing. It's the first and only Pokemon game that you can't have everything. And like, I don't have a quarrel with things not being in there from day one, because I get like the restraints and things, but the game's been out for a while now, and I should be able to use the Pokemon that I have had for generations. I also didn't like how I found it harder in that game to actually get the ones that I wanted. So that was a bit of a downer for me. Okay, I can still keep going. I just want to get this probe site, and then that should be enough, I think, to put me over to the 25%. The only thing that really interested me about Sword and Shield was that Toby Fox made a song for it. That artist name sounds familiar. I don't know, the music was actually really good, I think, for Sword and Shield. The first Pokemon game where I actually properly thought about and actually enjoyed the music. It was never really a thing I think I ever thought about before, but it was definitely partially the best part of it. He's the guy who made Undertale. Right. Haven't played Undertale. I've seen it a few times. I've thought about playing Undertale. But isn't it a game where it just decides that you lose? Toby Fox is the person who made Undertale and Deltarune. Oh, they made both. Oh. I'm terrible with names like that. It's just like following someone, like artist names or something, is always been difficult for me. Okay, so I've done that. I need to do Close Comrades. Where's Close Comrades? It's going to be in here. I know for a fact it's going to be in the Blade Barracks, and I'm going to know exactly where it is. It is a Doug mission. Finish museum concept completed in the Blade Concourse in the Administrative District. Near Armory Alley. Okay. So let us proceed and do Close Comrades. Required is Elmer and Lynn. Max party is 3. We're going to have to kick out Doug, but that's fine because Doug participates in this story anyway. Undertale is a must play. It's an amazing game. There's just a lot of things I haven't had. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at names too. I mostly remember Toby Fox because Undertale is actually my second favourite game ever. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think of one of the things that I... Like, names have to be said lots for them to become ingrained into my head. Oh, hey, you're streaming. Yes, Elementary, we're back with more Xenoblade Chronicles X this time. We've left the the Smash Bros stream for Thursday, I believe. This should be it. No. Arms and the man. Hello, Zereth. I see you're just creeping. Creeping in the background. Don't worry, if you don't want to talk, if you want to be the silent assassin, then you can be. I'm not going to stop you. Oh, it's in front of... here? Yay, Elementary is here to chat, to get the chat back on topic with the game we are watching. Yes, no deviation. Only Xenoblade. Close comrades. It's supposed to be here. It can be received at the Blade Oh, it's not. Close comrades. But it's an affinity mission. What am I missing? Let's go. I don't know what we're talking about, but sure if that's what you want. I don't know anything about Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm going to be in the same boat for the most part. I've played it before, but I have forgotten a lot about it. Oh, I know what mission this is. It's an affinity mission in Xenoblade Chronicles X. It can be received at the Blade Concourse in the administrative district near Armory Alley. I'm assuming it's going to have to be elsewhere, but this is Armory Alley. This isn't it. I'm a human encyclopedia. Just think there's massive spreadsheets. Okay, close comrades here. That's not where it says, but okay. Goodbye, Dug. I have gameplay of this one as well, because you fight that giant Sanicular. Accept the mission! And then we're going to do chapter 7 afterwards.
Not recently, no.
Did you two have plans?
Not plans, so much as a mission we were supposed to handle together.
And he stood you up? Oh, that's so tacky.
Can't really argue with that. Still, I'm sure he had his reasons, so try not to be too harsh on him, alright?
Oh, if we're going to be fighting a Sanicular, we point to the tail. Ah, I've never known that.
Another fair point.
You are such a weirdo.
I've always enjoyed Saniculars. Like I've said multiple times, they're my favourite enemy type.
We were in the
They
same
just look
unit
cool.
before serving under the Colonel.
I know that one by memory.
That long?
Yep.
I've been thinking about installing
I was a
Homebrew
scout.
on my Wii U after I finish my current run of Xenoblade Chronicles X, so I can give myself some decent equipment without grinding for 8,000 hours.
There are some stories there.
Oh, I think I remember this mission. Yeah, it's the one where you're fighting, you're searching for all the plants. I know this one because I had to do it recently in a video. Homebrew is definitely something I've toyed with before,
Oh, well,
because it's the same
it's nothing
thing.
that
It,
requires a
I think
Pathfinder
it's the
specific.
thing with gaming
If you all
where
wanna help,
some things I don't
gladly
really
take it.
mind spending ages and ages and ages to grind for, but sometimes it's just a real pain. What do you want?
We're heading to Noctilum?
Right.
Just
3 days ago, we
2
started
minutes,
picking up scattered QM
fellas.
responses in the area.
Where's
These
my
are
mute button?
responses.
There's my mute button.
Problem is, we can't run our usual analysis through Frontier Nav.
So you want us to go check them out in person?
Exactly. If you can take these 3, my team will handle the others.
Sounds like a piece of cake.
We'll get in touch once we've gathered the data.
That'll be perfect, thanks. HQ is offering a reward, of course. But either way, drinks are on me once you're done. Are you kidding? Of course I do. Just leave it to me.
We'll be looking forward to it.
I'm back, guys. My brother just came into my room quickly. Yeah, it's a paint shot. You're gonna have to pull out the thingy. There we go. What have I missed? I think I remember this mission, the Grand Fairy Tale. That's the thing that Xenoblade Chronicles X used to do. And I did the same with Homebrew, but I couldn't get it to work on my Wii U because I found in-game farming too tedious. Definitely thinking about it just for good equipment and not at all thinking about a boob slider. Well, of course, we're civilized men. That's never going to be on our minds, is it? No. No, no, no. My only issue with the idea of homebrew is that you could theoretically get equipment that's not even in the actual game. And because of the competitive side of Xenoblade Chronicles X, it tends to be looked down upon. On the other hand, I think it's also possible to give party members different skills and arts, which will be super helpful for some. If you were thinking about it because of the boob side, I'd approve completely. Elementary. No, you've fallen to the dark side. You customize ally arts or skills, not soul voices though. I can make custom Tyraya even better, which means you have to pay careful attention to soul voice palettes in order to know what's best to sync up. Oh god. I was saying that homebrew's a pretty reasonable thing. Like I must say, in just some circumstances, I think I've definitely homebrewed. I homebrewed a 2DS, and I was very tempted to homebrew my Switch. Oh, I wasn't going to homebrew my Switch. I was literally going to buy a Switch Lite to homebrew that, but I decided against it. I figured it was just going to be bad. Not good to do in the first place. Fall into the dark side. I was born here. I was born in the darkness. Molded by it. We've got our little baby enemy. Baby Sinicula. Where's the baby Sinicula? There's the baby Sinicula. Will he attack me if I'm in a scale? No. He's too docile to do that. If competitive Xenoblade Chronicles X means growing for 8,000 hours, then I don't think I will ever get into that. I'm a lore guy, not a gameplay guy. I agree with that. I'm interested in both. I don't know if I'll ever actually put myself to the point and the trouble of actually grinding for that amount of time myself. It does sound slightly painful. Last time I was attempting to farm, I just farmed the gear right below Ultra Infinite since there were more enemies for it to drop from groups. See? That is a mood. I'm a gameplay and lore guy, probably because Xeno games like to use gameplay elements to reflect lore aspects. Yep.
Right.
Yep. I'm definitely down for both. Like, I am absolutely going to be very interested in both aspects, I think. But I think it's going to be a matter for me of whether I actually get into all of it. Because I might just like I've discussed before, I tend to look through the wiki a lot of the time and things like that. So it might just end up being something that I look through the wiki and do all of that lore side of it through there.
Okay,
Also, I hope you like the new shades I've put on.
I'll put it up on Frontier now.
For now. I think they're beautiful.
Let's knock it out.
And over this way we go. To Rigo, yeah, technically there are more infinite so race, I guess. Xeno games across the board have great world building, environmental storytelling, and crafting gear in Xenoblade. Is crafting gear in Xenoblade Chronicles X optimal? Elementary is the man to ask. I believe it is, to the point where it depends what you're getting, like your treasure sensor stuff. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hearing kinda not, but I'm here to support. Not a problem, Gray. Like, don't get me wrong, just because I'm ever streaming doesn't mean you will have to be involved at the stream all the time. People have got other things to do a lot of the time. Crafting armors and upgrading them. Yeah, I guess so.
Are you in combat? We'll be right there.
Nah, nothing you need to worry about. We
Crafting gear isn't really optimal, but it definitely can be heard. So about crafting skills and augments, though, is very optimal, just tedious. How many skills can you craft?
But you better be careful.
Can you? I think I've asked this before. But can you craft only
Hey, I'm gonna
4
drink
skills and then have to change the skills between
There's a
party
cafe
members?
that makes really good cocoa. Very expensive.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can make that happen. Alright. See you when we're done.
Those like what? Then
I know, you
drinking.
think he'll be okay?
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Crafted
Doug's a
gear
man
except
of
for
his
super
word.
potions. Usually isn't that
Guys
great.
like him always fight harder when they've got a promise to keep.
But if
Sounds
it's
like
the
the
bunny
opposite
girl
of wow,
suit,
huh?
that actually is
That
optimal.
guy
I'm
never
not kidding.
keeps
That
a
suit is
promise.
actually really good for certain
no
sports.
All right, let's go hold up our
That-
end of the bargain. Time to
Just
earn that
pure
cocoa.
treasure center.
Yep.
That's going to be. Yeah, we'll have a vote later when we've played more of it. A vote of what party members getting dressed in that. It's gonna happen. Ooh. New location. Nice. Land on the big shiny. Now I need to watch out for the Barnaby brother. There he is. That's a ridiculously high attribute resistance. Oh, we're here. I wasn't even paying attention. My custom tray would look very cute in bunny suit. But I hate to break it here, but we're going to put Rook in it. I was going to say earlier, I just must prefer X to the other two since it has more of what I prefer in games, and I really like the exposure not being
definitely
dependent
not.
on story progression.
I wonder if the plant is drawing them somehow.
There are aspects of both, I think. Like,
I'll start the analysis.
I do like how you're able to go to any area, but I also like the staged progression
That's that.
when it's used for like story aspects, like
We may have finished
with
data
the whole climbing the Bionis.
but it looks like the mission
You
is
really
over
can
just
get like the vibe that Shulk and Ryan, as an example, start off. I've never ventured out of Colony 9, and as they're slowly exploring it. Oh my god, it's the plant for Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
You can help out any time.
Here it is, same model, isn't it? It's the plant for love saucers. And then I love we just spawn and they're just tiny. And big sword slash. Ooh!
My adrenaline's rising. Nice.
We'll just use this one for the sake of it. This could be over a lot quicker, but I'm just going to let this take a bit longer. Love sauce, yep, they reused the model for 2. The only problem with the bunny suit is that it's not only... it's only not really good on the main party members since they're better with damage and min-max type shenanigans. Yeah, but fashion gear, bro. Doesn't matter if it's good or not. You can still put it on him. He just wants to be a little bunny boy.
We got him.
Bunny suit, unfortunately, is more of a support character than a DPS, which is great for allies like Irina. Phoenix Wings! Is this when the big boy Shinikula comes over? Look at that. Just so useless. Fashion gear was great. I was glad they brought it back indeed. Yep, it's such a good
Sorry to keep you
feature.
guys.
Doug,
I'd have come sooner if I could. Guess this means I owe you
It
both
is
Coco and
such a good feature, fashion gear, and it wants to be in every future Xenoblade game. Like, it would have been nice to have in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and not be specifically attached to augments. Okay. That's all of them. That's the tail. I've just wasted that art, but that's okay.
landed some meaty hits here. Move it.
Not gonna get that one anyway, but that's okay. Slash.
Gravity blast.
Punch. I need to finish legendary core farming in 2.
Primer.
It takes some time, but it's definitely worth it. Oh no, I could have staggered, but I'm doubling up on this. And a big slash. That's probably the appendage down. Yep.
I was gonna lay into him anyway.
It wants me to overdrive. I mean, I don't have enough TP anyway to do it.
Subterfuge.
Yes. Now get in close. Now it's my turn.
Starfall flame.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I like how these bullets don't always hit and you just see them flying around.
Now, melee attacks. I'm not missing.
Stagger or bind.
100 shells.
Damn, Elmer's done some damage.
Fire carnival!
Oh right.
Flying nice.
I haven't taught you the more ridiculous parts of Scale Overdrive. Nope.
Okay. Shadow strike.
This is gonna be some damage.
I'm not missing this
Starfall flame.
Mainly.
Subterfuge.
I mean, it's not going to be a massive thing to me at the minute with the fact that I've got no pieces of equipment to properly use it.
Move in and do some damage. Okay. Here comes the pain.
Oh, speaking of pressing augments, I always use the max TP and potential of augments. Each mod of Scale has a completely and wholly different overdrive from the others. Oh,
Anyway, let's meet up in the city after I.
that's
submit my report.
complex.
We can split the reward, and I'll finally get you those drinks.
Copy that. Be careful.
Will do. Meet you at the cafe.
That's very complex. I imagine that one is much, much better than all the rest. We're not going to run all the way back, so let's go back to the commercial district. Good thing I knew that happening. That was coming, else I wouldn't have muted. Mephisto and Lila, I think, are the medium ones. Those are the skills I used. I forgot which one, but one has a really good overdrive. Now all the overdrives are absurdly OP. Okay. That's good then, at least, if they're all ridiculously powerful. There's not just a really bad one and one really good one. Meaning you can only use one of them. Hello, around the corner. As if overdrive wasn't already complicated enough. Yep.
Wow.
Hey, Lynn.
Same.
I hear you covered for me on a
This is
job.
why it's a good thing actually to join these streams, because you've got virtually the master of Xenoblade Chronicles X teaching me, and hence giving you all the information as well on how to do everything properly.
Going right here on Mira.
Overdrive is tons of fun, especially once you can infinite overdrive. I can
Wait, what?
kind of infinite overdrive, but
Hey, maybe next time you won't try to bribe me with
this build
chocolates like
definitely,
some
in my
other
opinion, needs a bit more optimization. Demand your own reward. That's where Lau was this whole time. Oh, Grumble.
Yeah, okay. I'm guessing you'll want
My
more than a
favourite
spot
setup
of
for it
tea,
was
huh?
knife and dual guns.
This is gonna get
Okay, I
expensive.
dislike the knife class.
Any word on
The
results
little
of
I've
that
played
plane
with it,
analysis, Doug?
I just dislike the way the knife class works.
Nothing yet.
That was probably the most famous overdrive
Well, I
out
hope
there
it's
because it
nothing
grants
serious.
debuff immunity and auto regen, and the scale itself, in its level 60 variant, it has absurd attack. Absurd attribute resistance. Basically, Lila is unbreakable. Okay, knife and dual gun just sounds so ungodly safe. Starlight that's where we get Starlight Duster. Right, we'll go pick Dug up. And then we're going to start chapter 7, which is, as Elementary mentioned before, the most boring chapter. Me and Elementary have been talking to Discord for months, but my brain is bad and I forget stuff sometimes. I feel like I'm made him repeat basic stuff all the time. Endless barrier, non-stop decoy. Can I not drive through this gap? Really? Turn! Oh, I nearly fell. I need flight. I know I'm well away, far away from flight, but still. If you have all flight members out, then smooth recovery fills a lot of the gauge too. Dog dog.
Hey.
Agree.
Okay, let's go.
Ooh, ooh. Well. I want to do one thing before we go as well, and this is a waste of money, and I am entirely aware, before anyone says anything that's a waste of money, but I am, paranoid as I am, I'm worried that I'm not going to get the gear set that I want for Elma, and I've already seen it in the shop, so I'm going to buy it purely for the fashion gear. Like, I don't care about the stats or what's on it, it's going to be literally to dress Elma up. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to be quick. Nope. I tried to get in the scale. The open executioner. Knife has really strong barrier art here. Barrier art, heal, evasion up, debuff removal, and dual goods has tons of decoy and combat limbo. Yep, an executioner and... Have I gone too far? No. No executioner and 0-0 and dual guns. Oh no, I meant I don't know if you repeat yourself sometimes because I forgot. It's this one, isn't it? It's buy gear. Okay, ground gear. Elma. Torso, and I think it'll be the lowest one at the moment. Okay, it's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one. I'm pretty sure it's this. We're just gonna purchase it all for now. So the Vestus. I don't know if I ever put anything on her head though. I feel like I left her head plain, basically. Juggins and Knife are regarded as the best weapons in the game for a lot of reasons. Oh my god, there's a cat on top of my soda. On top of your soda. Do. I shouldn't have gone all the way to the bottom. Okay, we've lost internet connection apparently. Brilliant. It's gonna be that one, isn't it? Oh, Miller. Ah! Right on the right arm. Oh, ding ding. I can't see it. Boo! That's not right. She didn't have that massive thing. Okay, it wasn't this gear piece then. Okay, so ignore everything I've just bought because it wasn't that gear piece then. I thought it was. It looked very similar. Never mind. In we go. I was honestly going to say dual guns are the best. Oh, dual guns are undisputed as the most OP weapon in the game. I tried a bunch of other combos, but knife plus dual guns just worked out the best for me. Even post decoy and nerf, that has gone unchanged for 5 years. I tried sniper rifle with knife and dual swords, but it just wasn't working out. Yeah, Yeah, sniper would definitely be interesting to eventually try and get work. Okay. Chapter 7. I kind of want to rush chapter 9.
What should I whip up?
Because as soon as I
today?
get to chapter 9, I get the flight. Okay, something fried, something baked, something stir-fried. Dual guns is small self-battery weapon, sniper rifle, the one with sleeping log. We're gonna go baked pot pie. Oh, actually, pot pie, fried chicken, or chicken sauté. We're gonna do pot pie, and then we'll just have chicken twice in a row.
That is a great idea.
Bo-bo.
Lindley, what is Lindley making?
Today is one of my specialties, pot pie.
Pie? Did Tatsu ever tell Lindley pie is his favorite? Tatsu will even help Lindley make it.
Great. Why don't you flatten out that crust?
Tatsu will jump to it. How big does Lindley want crust to be?
Oh, just big enough.
It's funny that they animated it.
How many times Tatsu needs to go, Lindley? Tatsu
The
is
best
your
reason to
sister.
rate this game is so you can see all the different ways to cook Tatsu.
Lindley always say that too. Lindley say
You
that
can't
every
sleep though
time.
with sniper. You can with knife, but that's main reason they probably will probably not sync up. People top I can't remember.
What? Irina's team is calling for reinforcements?
Afraid so.
So what's the situation?
Turns out we found a piece of the lifeboat out in Oblivia. Those guys are after it.
What? We found a lifehold unit? That's great.
It's also news to us.
Unfortunately, it's not the core, but it's in primo condition, and every piece counts.
Someone say we're teaching
Irina's team
from
just happened
station
to draw
stuff.
the job.
So, what happened? Trouble?
Trouble. Seems our ganglion pals have a base right near there.
I see. And their soldiers have come between Irina's crew and the lifehold, is that it?
Bingo. That's why we need to move quickly.
There's no time to
Plus they
lose.
will literally
We'll
break
leave
each other's try to
immediately.
use them together.
Send us the mission data on Frontier Nav.
I've already got it here. I'll send it to everyone's comm devices.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's a pretty simple briefing. There's no real depth and development. What's that, 29%?
The clock's still ticking. We can't afford to lose our best people.
Yeah, that we're the best. Because no one's ever gonna beat it down. Okay. Head to Oblivia's Eber Ravine and assist Irina's team. So we're going literally all the way to the edge of Oblivia. Fortunately, we've been pretty close. But I do think this is in the scary place where we had a little bit of trouble last time. Double locking is awesome. Double locking is very different, isn't it, from definitive editions, though, with everything that you explained before about having to move up through the tiers. Ooh. Even if I think I could potentially take that, I don't want to try. Ah, so it's this area, because there was never any... I don't think there was ever any prone or ganglion here before when we first came here. So they must just all be here for the mission. Okay, so it's this way. Ah, I see. What's down this way? I know I'm going off topic. This is the issue with this game. There's just so many little pathways and things. Like, I'm just like, ooh, what's down this? That scared me. That seriously still scared me for a second there. Thinking that it's super high level or something. Yeah, 'cause there's loads of them there. Stagger instead of break. Yep. State requires res reduce augments, probably requires 20% total, including overdrive modifier, and then it'll require 2 full stacks of soft touch on all party members.
I'm going after it. You three, cover me.
But that's suicide.
We need that life hold unit, no matter what the cost.
Then let me take point.
Negative.
Just get together already.
Irina, we're here to help.
Colonel.
We'll keep the hostiles busy. You look for an opening and secure the lifeboat unit.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at this valiantly charges. Tatsu waddles behind. Yeah, they all disappear. All the really high level enemies disappear. Okay. And we'll just attack from range.
Lay down some fire for me.
Beastly music. And goodbye appendage. Okay. And I want to move there. So I hit both of them. How did that not hit the other one? Yeah, I'm missing. That's one appendage down. Tatsu, more like Tatsus. And we'll take that appendage. Even more. Higher level ones. I think this will hit all 3. Is it hitting all 3? It could be, and only one of them is being staggered. I'm just trying to be very cautious with my skill. Technical damage more from sleep. Just make sure that they're all actually firing at the same enemy. That's going to be some damage. That's probably him down. Yep. Constantly missing. 200 shells from the front. This gun doesn't appear to ever stop firing. That was a waste of fuel, but hey ho. I'm sure but some does it seem to be worth it compared to just increasing potential.
Friends get all of them? Tatsu not even break a sweat.
Yeah, because Tatsu do nothing. Remark how strong your team has become. Express concern that it felt too easy.
Right? There were so many of them.
There was loads of them.
Barely put up a fight. Could this have been a diversion? We need to catch up with Irina's team before it's too late. Let's move.
Wouldn't try blades or shot builds, but it didn't seem worth it compared to just increasing potential. Doof. We'll drive there. We might. Oh no, it's bio. We're not. God, why is the actual unit so far away? Fortunately, this is not as much of a pain to actually get through now. Now that I have a skill.
For a worthy opponent.
Why do I open my mouth ever? You're gonna get me, aren't you?
Looks like we've got no choice.
I think I should be okay still, because I should still be able to outrun. I think I aggroed the other one as well. Okay. These Xenoblade builds are absurdly good when you understand how to get it working. I do like the sheer quantity of builds that are in this game. It really means it really sounds like you can run whatever you want to run. Why am I looking? Ah! We'll stay in the skull because I know what's coming anyway. When the game wants to load, it's taking its time.
When?
Whoa, that was fast. And you were so outnumbered and everything.
Nothing can stop Team Tatsu. Tatsu eat baddies like them for breakfast.
Tatsu did nothing.
Breakfast.
Colonel, ma'am, well done out
That
there.
one's funny.
Likewise. Now what happened to Irina and Marcus? Where are they?
They're up checking on the lifehold unit.
The thing is, now that we found it, how do we even get that back? Or do we just download the data?
And you've had no sign of hostiles?
No, dead quiet.
Okay. It just felt so much like a
Trap.
trap! Irina! Marcus! Run! Marcus!
Right.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. They blow stuff up and then walk away.
Oh, what a shame. You didn't fall for my little surprise.
Here she is.
The woman from Noctilum?
She has a neat skull. That's a neat looking skull.
I knew they had.
Oh yeah, congrats on clearing the shortest ungodly useless chapter in the game.
Well, aren't you the clever one? What you just saw was only a prelude.
It's been nice to something happened to it.
Blowing up our lifehold amuses you?
Yeah, it is really neat. No, that can.
Deep satisfaction. Like curing an illness.
Oh no.
Or scrubbing an ugly stain clean. The stain of humanity. Of course, the true pleasure will come from watching your real bodies burn.
Rude.
Not that I won't enjoy trashing these crude puppets of yours. It'll certainly be enough to tide me over for the time being. Till the real fun begins.
Then they know about the lifeboat and him.
You primate. We know all about your kind. Your fools.
The music, she do be kind of thick though. Can't wait to see you find the hum the red hair someday. That'll be really fun.
Human extinction is inevitable.
That's the one on the other tyrant's summon, right? Oh.
I much prefer to see the looks on your faces. How your features melt in fear as you twist in agony.
That's enough, Samarian witch! Enough of your talk. Enough of the pain you've caused the universe. The only agony would be suffering you any longer.
Ooh.
Please, what would a mere human know of our history?
She is mine. Irina, your team has the others. Right.
Oh, so it's one-on-one. I thought I was about to have to go up through 3. That makes this a hell of a lot easier. As we wait for it to spawn.
Let's see your proud face.
Lay down fire for me.
Oh, run away! Missile, eh? Okay. Where's the next appendage? There's the next appendage. Goodbye. Oh, that didn't take the appendage off. Run away from the missiles. I do wish there was a little bit more to the combat in this game. I feel like with how advanced it is, there could be a little bit more. Like you could, considering the projectiles actually come after you and track you. If you like, you could actually go around and get them. Okay. I'm very tempted to activate overdrive, but I've got no arts now. Come on, take down this appendage. Bind. Okay. If it actually had actual dodging. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? We'll just use the same thing again. One more big slash. Oh, we've got a topple. We're going to do a big sword slash whilst she's toppled. Oh, never mind. Bit too late. Temporarily go, fight, win. We will do. We're doing rather well at the moment, I think, so far. I'm just trying to keep an eye on my... on my Skell's health. She's really not that challenging. She's not doing much damage at all to the Skell. And this is at the basic Skell. Just kicking in overdrive. Oh, I'm shocked. Slightly anticlimactic. And I have no art supposed to use, but it's been extended by another 10 seconds, but I have no other arts to use. Okay, so it's one-on-one. I'll finish this in my Skell. If the bullets hit... Look at just chasing me. That was just running away. Alright, I guess this chapter reminded me of how much I just let Elma thrown into the protagonist role. Had actual dodging. How many attacks can be evaded with jamming? Starting 100% run of Xenoblade D last time I tried, I missed an optional quest in Aerith. Any recommendations?
Honestly,
so I did 100% run. The one quest I missed was the sudden quest of the girl in the waterfall in Galplane. So don't forget that one. But if you want to sort of do it as efficiently as possible, try and get every character as possible on the affinity chart as early as possible, because it helps with actually getting you loads of affinity to build up the colonies and build up affinity with all the areas, and therefore get more quests and things like that to do everything quicker. But it also means you can easily track who you've spoken to get the right dialogue, because I had that trouble the first time around trying to go around. You can tell by the map, because all of the NPCs are highlighted on the map, so just run around with the map on screen and run to all the dots, and then go change the time and do it all over again, and do that for each area. Back temporarily go, fight, win. We did win. It was kind of an anticlimactic end. Decade Sensor. Hey Brock, just make sure to talk to every NPC and take things slow and steady, take lots of notes and memorise the use of every in-game system. Play smart, not hard. Probably give Tyrea's mask. It's optimal. What's wrong with Elma's protagonist? She's awesome. Did we get anything? Nope. Also, just having a list of all the quests helps as long as you check it once every chapter. I love Elma, but I'd say that weird overlap of your MC being a certain protagonist, but being like the actual story protagonist. What I can do, because I've got a list for you, Brock, Because this is what I used. Let me find it quickly. Is it in funnies? Nope. That one? Yeah, timed quest must-dos is what I've named it, and I wrote it all down on my phone in my notes. So the first one is the refugee camp before clearing Colony 6. Then they're where your first quests end. Then do everywhere after Tharon and Juju leave at the end of Sator Marsh, or as I've listed, Sugar Conroy episode 22, because that's what I based this off of. Frontier Village and others when Allied force comes together before enter the Mechonis field. That also includes Alchemoth. Mechonis sword bits before battle, quest and junks after Egnerith before big battle, all quests from Sword Valley to Egnerith before battle with Egel and Jadeface, which is easy to do because you can get the landmark and save. The one side quest once entering the Mechonis before final Egel fight, where you go down and you make that weapon. Yeah, it's a special weapon for Fiora. The one time you get to get back to the central factory, even after it's locked out to you, which has always been really neat in my mind. Do the replicas when available. Once in Prison Island, get the extras. Chugga episode 97, 18 minutes. And finish before Dixon fight after Dragon fight. And that's what I listed to do my 100% stuff. I love them, but I just say it's a weird overlap of your MC being a silent protagonist, but her being like the actual story protagonist. I actually like Cross as protagonist more than I like Elmer as protag. They probably had no choice between your protagonist is silent. Most things can't be conveyed without words, not to mention Cross isn't the most expressive. Cross is enjoyable because he just sits back and listens to everyone else's problems and helps them out with it. It's pretty generic, but it feels like they do a better job attaching to the cast. Sword Valley and Galahad Fortress are blocked after you finish Mechonis Field. Yes. Yeah, because that's when the army all comes together, so you need to have done it all by then. And here's Best Boy!
Commander, we located the lifehold, but...
It went boom.
Yeah, Irina already briefed me. I'm just glad you all got back here safe and sound.
Wish we could say the same for that archive unit.
I bet Elma who just shoves around everything onto people, and if she's not already doing that, then the character's already simple for such as Irina.
Yeah, well, so are all of you. So cheer up, huh? Come on, let's get you guys fed.
Cross works, I think, but I'm honestly not the biggest fan of your MC also being the silent protag.
Okay, this is weird.
Very weird.
Tatsu is suspicious.
What, a commander can't treat his troops?
If you're trying to thank us for this job, there's really no need. This time it was Irina's team. Next time it could be my team. Any
Which
blade
applies
would
to
do
all
the same
games and
for
not just
us.
Xbox.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, not Xbox, Xenoblade Chronicles X. I read that as Xbox.
Just for that, I'll make you
Which
some
is again why I
dessert
like Murder so much, since she gives Irina more depth than Elma's relationship with her
There
did.
you go.
Elma's a badass, so rightfully deserves the hype. Nails out prototype though, because silent expressiveness and
Thanks, Commander.
opinionated.
If you wanted to join us, maybe I could...
Great, let's eat.
We've just done. We didn't do the murderous quest long ago. We did that at the beginning of the stream, so we've done the murderous Finny quest. Save complete. Level up.
My cookie got better.
Did it? Well, then hopefully, Tatsu will be properly on the menu soon. Is this the Nagi? Spy games. That could be the Nagi Affinity mission, but it more looks to me like it's a story Affinity mission. So we're gonna have a quick look to see what the requirements are for Chapter 8. Chapter 8 is the one where we get attacked, isn't it? Yep. Chapter 8 is the one where we get attacked. So I don't know if this is too far-fetched, but maybe X not having a full-on protagonist would have also worked. The relationship with Elma makes sense from a military standpoint, though, since she's hardcore military brat. If she was like I was when I served, you kinda keep a respectful distance from it. Superiors even if you are friends with a murderess as a peer, though. Level conditions are not met. We need to be level 30. We need to have surveyed 10% of Mirror and complete the Matchmaker Affinity mission. So we don't need to do that mission. But we're not at the right level anyway. So I think we are going to get ourselves to that. Fathers and Sons, level 50. I like we've done most Affinity missions. Where's that third one? Oh, they're both there. I thought there was another one. Maybe not. But anyway, for now I think we're going to do that Affinity mission. We'll start building up some EXP. In terms of Mirror, we have surveyed 18.68%, so we've already done the 10% required. So, I think it's literally the fact of we're too low of a level, or we have the matchmakers to do as well. But for now, I think we're going to start on that Affinity quest we just saw. And yeah, I think that follows the same idea. You could still have that relationship between Elma and Erina, but Elma isn't, like, everywhere. Jump. 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 And hopefully we will get some actual gear, some skill gear some point soon. But anyway, let's accept the spy games. Isn't that because people drag Elma everywhere though, even inside quest? Maybe, sorry. Just pulling her all over the place. Come here, go there.
Had I known I'd be forced to wait, I would have brought a book.
Our apologies, Director General. Our blade
Just
work's
shut.
been
I don't
keeping
like
us
him.
Especially busy as of late. Besides, it's pretty
I don't like him.
to get a direct request from you.
Yeah.
I would hope that warranted special priority. This mission affects us all.
If it's an official mission, shouldn't we take it through the normal channels?
Personally, I consider it very official, but both Nagi and Vandam refused me. Shouted me down, actually.
What?
Considering Emma wasn't even
we're
originally supposed to be
probably not even
protected, I don't
allowed to
fault her
take it,
necessarily as a character for her own personal
Let's hear the
aspects and such.
And
Considering
why
much
they
of the
turned
story
you down.
is.
A
Yeah,
wise
also the
decision.
missions across are assigned are like the high priority.
You're familiar with Jair Fortress, yes?
I'm not sure what that is.
We'll be hitting it with a surprise
Oh, I do
offensive.
know what that is.
Of course.
Being
Every
one to
blade on the
mention,
force
so
is
and then not to mention she is cross babysitter for a
We built our
while,
attack
so she has
strategy
to.
around the idea of
Come
limiting
along.
casualties as much as possible. As such, we'll be employing mostly long-range fighting tactics.
That would be the sensible choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I fully support it. But it makes gathering intel nearly impossible.
That's right, General, what kind of intel he's looking for, claimed that lives are more important than intel.
Data on the present state of the ganglion.
Okay.
At the moment, we know next to nothing about their situation. We don't even know if it's possible to negotiate with them or not. We need more information in order to effectively formulate future plans.
All right, you've made your ideas clear. What do you want us to do?
Infiltrate the fortress before we strike. Gather whatever intel you can and return here with it.
Is that even possible?
Any answer I give will be idle speculation. But I do believe this mission is of the utmost importance. And I also believe
Being a
your
kick
team
badass.
has the best chance of getting it done.
So you decided to ask us face to face? That's quite the honor.
Is that sarcasm?
Take it as you will, sir. What if we refuse?
Then I'll ask the team with the next highest chances, and so on. Send in the damn janitors if I have to.
Yeah, I don't like him. He doesn't really care
You truly
about
believe
lives.
It's this important?
I do.
All right then, we'll do it.
Excellent.
But we're not taking any unnecessary risks. If things get hairy, we'll cut and run empty-handed if we must.
Being
That's all
rooted in their character, but being forced into a rush doesn't fit.
Just one question, if I may. Are those really your only reasons for wanting this intel?
What
Ooh.
other reasons would there be?
Any answer I give would be idle speculation. So,
Oof.
My goal has always been to secure a future for humanity on this planet. It's as simple as that.
all right, I'll take you at your word. Let's get back to the barracks and prepare. This one's going to be tough.
It's okay, we're gonna get a veteran's uniform for this. So appeal is in how it writes its characters for how little it tells about them. Its greatest problem is the fact that the main plot is a filler arc and Elma becomes a filler protagonist. Where's the skill? There he is! Return to the Blade Barracks and prepare. I feel like this is telling me this is going to be a hard affinity mission. If I actually have to prepare, it's not going to be like, are you ready to go? My whole life is a filler arc. Cry face. Soon, maybe one day you'll have. Oh. Basically, any casino was required for. She is the protagonist for.
You don't mind I let myself
Yeah.
in.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing you know about our meeting with the Director General.
And from the look on yours, I'm guessing you accepted the mission.
We'll do what we can. Elma was super clear. If things get dangerous, we'll call it off.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Don't forget, you're all far more valuable to us than any intel you might come back with.
Tatsu totally agree and definitely never forget.
Except
In other
Tatsu.
words, don't worry about us.
Rather than her being, as you described, a fellow protag that you shares with her all. Infiltrate Oblivia's J Fortress. Okay, that's the only reason we had to go back to the barracks then. Okay. So there's also a probe site in there that I don't have. So I might try and get the probe. Yes, like she was originally meant to be the Jerichus, the lone hero, is the true protagonist. Oh, the enemies scare me every time they spawn late. Really? You can attack me? Okay, you'll attack me regardless. Move, 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 move! Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Jump out the scale, jump out the scale, jump out the scale. It's up here, isn't it? I remember this mission. Is it not? I thought there was a hidden door. Ghost Walker. I think I cancelled it early, so I could just die it early anyway. Okay, the crabs don't attack me if I'm on foot.
Sorry, guys.
Is it actually this way? It could actually be this way. I feel like there's a hidden door. Or a really small passageway.
Sure, we can do this the hard way.
I don't care about that little thing.
do this the hard way.
Is it up that way?
Where did they all come from?
These aren't so bad because they don't inflict flinch and stop you every time that, that one of them pops up. Is it here? Here it is. I remember. And here's the skip travel points that I also remember. And we're just going to fast travel to get rid of the weather. Yeah, this is where I grinded Skelgear for a little bit. Okay. There's a probe site up this way. So I want to see really quickly if I can get that probe site. Oh, I came here before and I couldn't see it. Could I? Okay, never mind, but I don't want that to spot me. Okay, it didn't. Good, sweet. Okay, and of course survival concept which is a nice concept, but I don't know if they did it well enough through the main story. I'm not the best person to give that critique though. When you get flinched, it's sort of RNG. Flinch has a chance of occurring whenever you enemies start a battle against you with the initiative. Seems to have gone. In that case, I seem to have had very bad RNG with it. That's okay, that was not much damage at all. Let him run at me. I think should I embarrass one of them to death? I think I will. Can't occur from concurrent targets while still aggroed. Could have been better idea. Again, I don't know. I'm not the best when it comes to writing critique. Slash. This is going to give us lots of XP though, because of the level of all these enemies, which is nice. Yes, Claymore. Okay, I'll stall one of them, but it's best not to stall. I can slash him from here, really. Oh wow, that was quick. You ready? Damage, 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 damage. And yes, you can do this to higher level enemies. It just takes longer because they've got more health. Oh, it's great when you get a double launch. Ah, that's the tunnel. I know I remembered the tunnel. Nearly down. But we're going to better gauge in combat because I don't think we get any rewards if we don't kill him. We've got another beam saber. Okay.
Everyone knows you weaken your opponent first.
I'm just going to aggro you. Are you really not okay, you are aggroed. Good. I just want to get them aggroed so that this can go quicker. Because if I do one big slash now, a lot of damage. Oh god, I aggroed that. I might have bitten off more than I can chew. But I can run away if necessary. Oh, there's a lot of damage, a lot of damage, a lot of damage, a lot of damage. A lot of damage, a lot of damage. Big slash. That was a good few of them down. Ooh. let's drop out. Okay. And we'll instantly go for a Ghost Walker. This isn't going to last very long, though, I'm well aware. Yep, Ghost Walker's down already. Yep. Aggro too many of them. That was only my own fault. But I should still get quite a few bits. I got no equipment. I wonder if I only get it if I live. Especially because of the whole escaping intergalactic war, but there are supposed to be additional arcs on Mira that Blade themselves acknowledge, making extinction of the human race a stupid goal. That one's part, if I recall, the figure's material. Because my point is not even remotely true. Grey, everyone drops materials. You can run away and still get drops. Yeah, I know you can run away and still get drops. I think I just had it in the back of my head that I could still get drops even if I died, but obviously that's not true. But that's just what I had in the back of my head. I don't want to use that on him. Oh. Ooh, we've ranked up. Oh, we're level 10 in the class, which means it's changed. Time to change class, which is nice. Yeah, this is the place that I knew about because you've got the little tunnel. I remember the tunnel. Yeah, all that happened there. I think, to be honest, I would have been alright if I hadn't have aggroed that. The big one that runs around. Because, yeah, my allies would have died, but they'd have done barely any damage to me. Okay, I got nothing. Aggro, aggro. Okay. Nice big slash. I just want some other gear. That's mainly what I want. I don't really want like more beam blades and things like that, even though they're extremely useful. I've got a ring edge. Yeah, I need gear for the other side. Oh, there's two. Target the enemy I want it to target. Oh fuck.
We can do this. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Subterfuge.
I'm gonna get these two aggroed just because they're not very high level. There's two there. This should be death to two. No, very close though.
Somehow I managed to get even.
This will be the death of the sword puge. And that literally is this Monarch Vanguard. As we miss every bullet. Look at him just fly around. Okay. I kind of want to get that. Curious question, which game of the three is your favourite combat? So I'd probably say, because I'm biased, I prefer Xenoblade Chronicles 2's. No, Xenoblade Chronicles 1's combat. Overall, out of any of them. However, I will make it very, very clear that Xenoblade Chronicles 1's combat gets very boring. And I mean very, very boring. Very easily. Let's just put ground gear on because else we're going to have trouble. Because it's going to, yep, I've put it onto that. I think we'd probably had that on, I imagine. Actually, I don't think we did. I think we had... Yeah, we had them. we didn't have them on, but I think we should. We had them. Yeah, no, we definitely want to have moved on to that. Xenoblade 1 second for me. Oh yeah, X is by far my favourite overall, but I did like 2's attack system and the cancelling that. But do the games have Pawn Spectres till we die? The Pawn Spectres was just bad. The Pawn Spectres wasn't a good gameplay design choice. But yeah, prefer 1 because I'm biased. But for like end game sort of stuff, Xenoblade Chronicles 1's gameplay gets boring. It gets really boring. That can't be disputed. And so definitely in that regard, for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is for end game. And I have to. I misheard it, mind you. The thing I need to do though is that could change after I've played more with this and got like fully down to like understanding X's gameplay, because there's still so much to learn about it that I can't make a fair judgment and saying that this is still the worst in my opinion, because I still haven't done half of what you can do with the combat. So at the moment, Definitive Edition is technically my favourite, but for endgame stuff, definitely Xenoblade 2. Overdrive is so much fun. I just haven't had enough time to experience it and play with it. That's some different skill gear. Can I equip that? It's... yeah, it's stuff that goes on the back, but I don't think it's going to be any better than stuff I already have. I'm going to put the other beam... oh, it's a special kata. I don't know. Soul Blues, I haven't had any rare or intergalactic or anything. I like to go to combat the least, honestly. The meta is skewed so in favour of fusion combos that it suffers the most for me, whereas topple locking in 1 is by no means optimal. Oh yeah, I feel like some of it becomes muscle memory. Yeah, once I've played around with it more, Xenoblade Chronicles X probably will be up there. It's just for now, whilst I haven't had enough time to fully experience everything, I can't say for certain that this is up there. Give it some time and it probably will be. I forgot about those blade combos, those are weird. I liked them though, but I think that's just because of how I built my partying people. Like blade combos just was something I didn't look at for fusion combos, I looked for blade combos, and fusion combos just happened. So I never felt stressed out by anything. Super was my favourite game ever, but that's supposed to do to the fact that the games have Tyrea. Well, I've got 20 seconds worth of overdrive. Oh, this is going to deal some damage if I have this twice on overdrive. That's all of it down.
Nice work, Mel.
C-class art acquired class skill. Oops. I didn't like managing blade combos, but they weren't bad. The gameplay starts off in 2 as being really bad, in my opinion, just because of how slow it is. But after you get into it and get into doing the blade combos, it's really fun. But I feel like it takes time to properly get a hang of it, and because of the RNG aspect, you can't always necessarily make the most out of it. Whereas in the first game, you're virtually always able to chain attack and therefore always benefiting from it. I don't feel like there's ever a time when you're not. full burst combat legend would be the best saving grace to me because they actually have a risk reward system. I didn't like managing play combos, but they went bad. I do wish they showed you what orbs you had on enemies though before chain attacks. They do. They're swirling around. You've just got to know your colours and count them. The smash combo was fun. Yeah, like I legitimately, like whenever I take on Tyrant Titan as an example, which happens regularly because he's one of the best enemies to just get gameplay for, because he's the highest level super boss and he's really predictable once you have the fight down. He's just so easy and so fun to put together as soon as you've like put the whole combat together, like to the point where I don't bother or worry about doing anything other than toppling, but I'm using Mithra, which means that I don't even have to worry about that because I'm virtually always going to have a topple available because of how her crit recharge works. And so all I ever have to do is topple, Tora breaks, launches, and usually my Zeke with Praxis, so a Mega Lance, which is not recommended, I know, but then does all the smashing for me. I mean, as part of the UI, fighting something like Ophion is a bit annoying. Yeah, true. It could have been just simple to have like a little symbol or something at the side just to say, hey, this is who you fought and this is who you've got to fight. Right, they've respawned. Well, I have the point here, so I can grind levels and things here when I want to and just get gear and get a bunch of drops. Shit.
I was just looking for a worthy opponent.
What was that? Out the scale, out the scale, out the scale.
More of them.
I don't have any arts because I haven't set my arts up.
More of them.
I don't have Ghost Walker to run away. Oh, so I spawned up here though. That's at least nice. Art. Let's sell my arts because I literally had defensive stance then. I don't have a longsword though. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay. Okay. Ghost Walker was there. Sliding Slinger was there. Then it was Blood Sacrifice. Then it was Side Slash. Then Primer. Then Violent Streak. Then Executioner. And Early Bird. Okay. I'm ready now and I'm not going to get butchered. Fortunately, I jumped down to a point where I actually had a fast travel location. We have to really go through this area. Plus you can gimmick it with low difficulty plus max out HP and get a bunch of drops. The major component that leans my favour towards Xenoblade 6 over the other games is that everything in this game is jacked up, but you're given all the tools you could ever want to make any kind of strategy. Yeah, that's what it sounds like from everything that people have talked about before on streams, with the fact that it really does sound like everything is in your favour and you can do literally anything that you want to do at your preferred way of combat. Okay. I want the probe. Okay, it's over in that complex over there. Which I'm going to struggle to get in because of that. Oh! Holy moly, that scared. That really made me jump. Okay, there's nothing there. That's a multi-hit and a half. I didn't get the buff again. I quit too early. I'm not going to get this probe site, am I? Nope. But at the same time, you're somewhat required to make some degree of a build, and at least isn't that probe in the water? I didn't see it. I thought from location-wise, it looks like it's in that complex over there. I can ride around in a skull and have a look. If I go around...
This can't be good.
Okay, some things aggroed me. Yeah, out of range. There we go. Oh, it is down here.
I was just looking for a worthy opponent.
Strength comes from experience.
Ooh, hide.
On any planet.
I thought, location-wise, I was just looking on the map and it looked like it was up there. Right. We're gonna have to just completely just go in and try and stealth this. Okay. So I want to get into...
I was just looking for a worthy opponent.
We should weaken them just in case.
Come on me now.
I don't know entirely where I've got to go, but I think it's up there. But I've just aggroed something else. Okay, but okay. That's why Ghost Walker's useful for exploring. Up here, I think. Obnoxious range. Okay.
This should be the fortress mainframe.
Think you can get in?
I can try, but I wouldn't bother holding your breath. Even if I can, it'll take time. Better to pull the drive and analyze it later.
All right, let's run with that. Just as soon as we're done with them. Let's take care of these things first, then we can retrieve the data.
Let's see him chew on this. Subterfuge.
Dogs about down already. I mean, they are slightly higher level. Side, okay. Side. Furious Blast just completely ripped through all of my decoy. Okay, we're gonna go with an early bird and then straight to a violet streak because I'm slightly concerned I've aggroed a level 50. Okay, I have no health anyway, so I am gonna blood sacrifice. I have no health anyway. Shut up. lens down. Oh god. Yeah, I was tempted to revive Lynn, but this is the thing that, yeah, I don't know that was gonna happen. They're now over there, but I did see that. Yes. I don't care how cheap this is. This is what we're doing. And please don't aggro anything else.
Hey, send some heals this way.
Oh, that works. Blood sacrifice charge. Yeah, no, I've got my own way of playing these. This is a whole new strategy. This is the thing with the skells, it's basically like a second health bar. Okay, I'm gonna drop out now just in case. I was just dropping out just in case something else aggroed on all of a sudden.
Secured, ma'am.
You're amazing, Lynn. Now let's
What?
get out of here ASAP.
Lynn's
so we can
amazing,
head back
not
to
me
the city
thinking with that
before dawn.
amazing strategy. Now tell me, is there any of them foot soldiers out on his own, not surrounded and won't be surrounded by any enemy, that I can continuously walk into and kill? Appears not, because them zigs are all over the place. It would be so difficult to actually get through. Oh, there's treasure in here. And there's nobody inside. I do not believe so, no. Because I was just thinking, whilst I'm here, just take that opportunity and just keep walking into them to death. There was a door there. There's the treasure. Gonna be too high level, isn't it? Yep, full. Okay, let's complete the mission, and then I think we might. I might do that off camera, grinding for scale gear. What level are the enemies that are coming up? I don't remember having a massive problem with the fight. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I saw just level 39, but that's the second fight. He's fought at level 31, and the other one is also level 31. They're both 31, so you're gonna want to be. We want to be a little over leveled. So I think what I'm gonna do is off camera. I'm probably gonna grind fighting those enemies and just try and get a load of scale gear. Because we're gonna want some, or I want some variety in the scale gear and don't want to buy all. It's raining in, oh, it's not raining inside anymore.
Excellent work. You have my thanks.
Tatsu happy to get thanks, but more happy to get reward.
Of course. I'll reward you for your efforts with as large a sum as I'm able.
So the your whole bank then, yeah?
Task of decrypting and analyzing this data. Elma, perhaps you could
I'm afraid not. However, I might suggest letting a Manon take a look. If you'd like, we can bring it to someone we know.
I see. I leave it to you then.
Foreshadowing. This is the thing with Xenoblade games, replaying them afterwards and knowing how the story actually goes. They've got such a different meaning. Find Fefefin in Starboard ship on the Manon ship and have him analyse the data. Have him, force him to do it against his will. The power of Manon compels you. The power of Manon compels you. It's like giving an eviction notice instead. Wow, they are quick at transporting my... I say they're quick at transporting my scale, they might not be actually. It was sunny a moment ago, so it takes so long to use Manon technology that the weather literally changed and they managed to fly up my scale before it came down. Not tonight, because obviously, as we can clearly see, I'm in the middle of a stream. I let Chris know earlier. It was just a bit too late notice. But next time, as long as I know a bit earlier, I can plan around it, and I'll be damn. I just remembered something. What have you remembered, elementary?
That would be a huge help.
I'm glad that this is the bit you've joined the stream when you get to hear the Manon's awful voice. I mean, brilliant voices. Change your passive skills if you haven't after... I haven't, so yeah, I'm going to need to change that back, aren't I?
Alright, let's go give them our report.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, mate. I'll speak to you some other time. And we'll organise something like this as soon as possible. Again. Yeah, I've got one! Hellhound, wasn't it? Yeah. Xenoblade, the same game as always. All positive skill levels saved to each individual class. Ah, right, okay. So that'll still be there then in future. Right, fair enough.
That's right, yeah? Fascinating, right? Listen.
One skill slot, cry face. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but that's what we're gonna have to deal with, I guess. Okay. Are skills universal though? Like, so can I use any class's skills on any class after I've maxed them all out? Ooh. Ooh. This is going up, right? Don't mind if I do. The big problem with Duelist class, and the main reason you want to level through it ASAP, is that not only does it have a massive defect in all stats, but also the lowest amount of skill slots. You can use a skill on any class as soon as you unlock it on the initial class. Ah, so you don't even have to max out. I saw this mission here before. I know I can't do it. What is this mission? A false hope. Oh, so that's Hope's first affinity mission. Grey was here earlier, and I know he'd want to see me do that one, so I'll save that one for Grey. And what's this one? I don't recognise this one either. Soldiers, Soldier of the Harriers. Ah! I wonder if we can do that. Do we have the necessary affinity with Doug? No. But I know how to grind affinity. Oh, I need to go back to General. Oh. I've just gone completely the wrong way, the long way round, but that's fine. I can see you. Jump. Oops, jump. I'm curious where this treasure is as well. I'm assuming it's up. But I don't have thingy available. They usually grade out if affinity prereqs aren't met yet. Are they? I don't think they are. They're only grayed out because I'm currently in an affinity mission.
Wonderful. I'll expect a report from the Manon then. It seems I was correct. Your team was the right one for the job. I hope you'll continue to assist in the future.
Yeah, I don't care. You might say that, but you were going to force another not as talented group to do that afterwards, and that could have taken them down.
Indeed.
I don't like Derek's Chowson. I haven't done Affinity missions in 5 years, so I'm working on really old memories. Don't worry about it. I still believe everything you always say, so don't worry about if you get one or two things wrong.
No, that's one thing he's truly serious about.
I'll forgive you.
I heard something the other day. Did you know about his son, the soldier?
No. Is he a Blade?
He never left Earth. Apparently because of the Director General. He sent his son on a mission just before the White Whale took off.
That's dark. No, consider.
If he were a corrupt man, he would have sent someone else's son on that mission.
But he didn't, did he? I guess sometimes the right thing to do is also the hard thing, huh?
Still don't like him. Just don't like his character. Brill, we don't even get an art for it. I kind of wanted. So I haven't looked at Doug for a while. I bet Doug's got a load of arts now. Yeah, but I haven't. He's got all of his arts. And I've left him with everything. Okay. I'm going to take everything off because it doesn't really matter to me in what order he gets everything. Okay. Galactic Cataclysm sounds amazing. Deals beam damage plus with an aura, it boosts damage. Okay. I'm going to put that on for now. Pathogen Blast. I know I want this because I always like Pathogen Blast, and Virus just sounds cool. Phenomenon. Deals ether damage and plus inflicts ether resistance down. That sounds pretty good to me. Another purple art. Astro Horizon. Oh god, how the heck would you build Doug? Well, the hits on Galactic Cataclysm make it kind of meh. For now, I'm just gonna put on the arts that I like. Phenomenon is so good. For now, I'm just going to put on the bits that I like, and then we can work on an actual Doug build later. Because I just remembered, like, I've not touched his arts. Grants Astro here, Astro Purge to all allies, expands area effect range. That's not what it does, is it? Yeah, it says what it does in the aura effects. It adds an area of effect to Astro Purge and Astro Heal. So Astro Horizon only expands the area, right? Or does... So I'm not gonna... I trust Elementary over the wiki, but I'm also gonna double check the wiki as I look at this. Astro, it has nothing. It just repeats what it says in the game. Okay, we'll have a look in a second then, but does Astro Horizon do what the description says or what the effects say? Because if it's the effects, then it's crap. Gravity Blast we definitely want on because it inflicts topple. Superfuge inflicts debuff resistance down. Yeah. Astral Heal restores HP when a skill restores appendage HP. We'll put that on because that'll be pretty nice for Doug, because he does tend to go down a bit easily. Novalibrium grants Supercharge, which you mentioned isn't very good. Enables a counter spike. Ether Blast, plus with an aura boosts damage. I'll put it on for now. That is what Horizon does, but I'm not gonna lie, that's very meh because Astral Heal is pretty much useless. I thought Astral Heal might be okay. Oh, it's a target heal. When targeting a scale, all appendages recover 10%. Just because of the fact that to me, healing's a decent thing to have. Inflicts gravity resistance down. Starlight Duster's pretty good, I think, and that has quite a few hits as well. Epic Screen, does weapon damage, inflicts blackout. Geolibrium, boosts beam resistance, continually restores HP, nullifies terrain effects. Okay, I think Geolibrium will be better. Astral Horizon into Astral Purge will cause a heal as well if in overdrive, and while it's not as powerful, it doesn't have a massive TP wall. True, I mean, just seeing Geolibrium, I think I'm going to take Astral Heal off anyway. How many hits? That has 3 hits. That deals 100% more damage when I have an aura. That has 1 hit, but it deals 200% more damage. Geolibrium is one of the best fight on Saber Art, Summit Phenomenon, and Starlight Duster tier. Yeah, I have Starlight Duster on, don't I? Starlight Duster's on, yeah. Geolibrium, Pathogen Blast. And that leaves with Starfall Rondo, which boosts damage in melee combos, which doesn't look particularly appealing actually now. I mean, it's a 5 hit, but both of my physical arts at the moment are only a TP requirement. Beam Barrage. Beam Barrage is going to be better than Ether Blast. Or is it? That's Ether. Beam Barrage is weapon attribute. I'm just thinking because that's only... Oh, it's 3 hits. And Starfall Blade. What's that? Boost damage in melee combos. So Starfall Blade and Starfall Rondo are virtually the same art. Except Blade seems to have... Rondo has more hits, but has a longer cooldown. Okay, I don't really think that's necessary. Beam, because the best element is ether and then gravity. Right. So I don't think that's really necessary. And if I keep Ether Blast on to get the extra damage from Geolibrium, and if I put on Beam Barrage and Blood and Mud have different animations for Photon Saber. Animations use component to optimization more so than stats like damage, hit count still matters though. Yeah, I've been looking at hit count. Like, I was looking at hit count and cooldown. I wasn't really looking at damage, because damage wise, for me, they're probably the same in my mind. Which one of you... if Starfall Rondo's the one... Rondo's the one where he spins up into the air. But I don't think it takes very long to hit. Damage still impulsive magic, but it's not like placing first priority, yeah. That doesn't deal any damage. I'm just looking because I might prefer putting a purple art on again if it deals damage. I believe Rondo is the one with the fastest animation. Well, if I just put on, I have just put on Rondo. And that has the 5 hits. What does Blackout do? Because that's the only thing I'm considering, because Rondo might be alright, but I feel like that with its 3 hits could be pretty... I'm thinking for like Overdrive. Because I know I've got Phenomenon, which is what, 5 hit? No, Phenomenon's a 1 hit. So this Misopic Screen being a 3 hit could be nice for overdriving. And then I can like cycle in between them and very rarely use Starfall Rondo or Starfall Duster. I always get Blackout and Fatigue confused. Let's have a look at what it says on the wiki. Blackout is a stat debuff in Xenoblade Chronicles. Blackout reduces ranged and melee accuracy. The damage dealt by ranged attacks and evasion. That sounds alright then, actually. Because it's reducing accuracy. It's reducing the enemy's accuracy, basically, so they'll miss more often. And it also reduces the damage dealt of ranged attacks and their evasion. Well, I imagine Fatigue is probably a similar thing, but physical attacks instead. I'd recommend opening the in-game manual and checking the debuff list category if it's not on the wiki. Wait, so it's the ranged art, so Fatigue is the one with good synergy with Virus. Oh yeah, because Virus prevents, locks out ranged darts, doesn't it? Thanks for reminding me. Okay. I don't think he has a fatigue art though, does he? I've just lost my switch to the floor, but that's okay. You don't have fatigue, do you? You can inflict debuff resistance down. But I think that's really... Why is it 3 hits if it does no damage? The in-game manual is one of the weirdest things ever. I haven't actually got the manual on me. I don't actually know where like the cases and everything for this. It's probably downstairs. Subifuge is actually really good. In that case, for now, we'll put Subifuge on. I don't think it's really... The manual is usually built into the game. It's the... Oh. Ah. You might be right. See, this is how much I use the manual. The game saving data in the field, exploring mirror, indigens, power screen, beta basics, art, soul voices, battle tactics, overdrive, winning a battle, buff arts. Is it in debuff arts? It's probably in debuff arts. Oh, I'm shifting through. Mine is mostly a mess for how it's localized, but it at least is useful for the debuff and debuff art list. Was it there then? Did I miss it? Oh, I pressed down. I see. Control? I have never heard of that before. That's a debuff. That's cool. Blackout reduces accuracy, evasion, and the amount of damage dealt by ranged enemies. The inflicted cannot use ranged weapons with virus. Decreases melee attack damage. I don't know, I still feel like Blackout's useful. Like, yeah, it's not going to really benefit with a virus at the same time because of ranged weapons, but you're still reducing accuracy and their evasion. Debuff resistance down, decreases resistance to all types of attacks. Yeah, HP recovery down, max TP down. Yeah, they're all those ones. This is neat. I've never actually like properly looked through this before. I think I am gonna put Blackout on. Or was it Mesopic Screen? Or am I? The only thing is, if I'm gonna make use of Starlight Duster, that has 9 hits. Damn. Yeah, Blackout's still good overall. I'm just trying to say Fatigue probably has a bit more synergy with Virus, so if I confuse you, don't worry about it. Beam Barrage would be good. That's 9 hits. Starlight Duster has a major caveat, which is what, that it only inflicts gravity res down on the last hit. The animation has a ridiculously fast startup time from its activation, but each subsequent hit comes out slower and slower. This was a problem mainly for building counter. I remember you mentioning that. I'm still going to keep it on, because worst case, I use it for the grav res down. If I ever like do like a gravity build or something, then that could be pretty useful. I don't even think I've looked at Doug's skills. Yeah, I haven't looked in a while. Stellar entries in order missing. Boosts GP by 1000 when boarding your scale while in overdrive. Boost damage by 20% when triggering melee combos. Boost melee attack and accuracy by 10% when you have an aura active. Boost maximum TP by 500. That's pretty good. Mechanoid enemies. Boost maximum TP by 500. Oh, so that's neat. Beam boost, boost beam damage by 30%, boost potential by 12%. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to add both TP ones and just have loads of TP. Aura Assault. Oh. What, is Aura Assault really good? Hecfricious Aura Assault. Okay. 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 I've taken off Beam Boost as well because I don't even know if he's got a... Is his ground gear even beam? His ray gun. No, it's ether. Anyway. So there's not really much point in that. Holy moly, when did I get those? Anyway, I've just gotten a couple of new... I should have put that on before. Remember Core Crusher? Yeah, Aura Assault is also an independent modifier, meaning it's way more powerful than that description says. Right, okay. Okay. Well, I've got loads of, whatever you call it as well, BP. So I'm going to level everything up to level 2. But I'm gonna level these up to level 3, so he's got another 2,000. I'm gonna level up all of those arts that I've just selected. Because I've got so many battle points. Okay, I'm gonna go for level 3 actually, and I know you said it's not optimal, but I imagine it is on your party members, considering they don't get new stuff. What was the last one? Yeah, that's not very good. If I do that, if I max that one out as well, because... and I want as much TP as possible. I may as well max that as well, so all of his skills are maxed now. So I'm boosting his potential by 20%. Melee attack and melee accuracy by 30% when I have an aura active. TP by 3,000. So he's going to be a TP machine. Oh hey, Supreme Sword, that's genuinely used in the most powerful form of Drifter build, because easy damage buff. Supreme Sword. Oh, Supreme Sword. Boost damage by 20% when triggering melee combos. I can see that very much being the case. The only reason I don't think it's going to be useful for me on Doug, though, is we've just seen what arts I've equipped. He doesn't have 2 melee arts. If I'd have gone the other way and put and use Galactic Cataclysm and Starfall Rondo and such, I can see it being really effective. And you never know, I might end up going that way later on someone else. Because I imagine there's probably another character in the game, isn't there, with the ray guns and the saber and things. I'd guess so. Supreme Sword when max has 100% damage buff when melee combos. Yeah, that I can see how that's really powerful already. Oh, and melee combos are based on the weapon colour, not the art colour. Yeah, they are, aren't they? How many... That's a good point. How many melee ones have I got then? I forgot about that. Photon Saber is Phenomenon. Photon Saber, Photon Saber. Yeah, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's still got 5 Raygun arts. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's still something. We'll see if I need this much TP. I know this because my main build exploits Phenomenon Stardust on a daily basis specifically. Yeah, we'll have a look into that at a later point in time. You have 200 BP. And I've already done you, so I'm gonna level these up. That's so every skill is level 2. Lynn's arts should all be... Oh, they're not all level 2, but we're gonna make them all level 2 now. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna level up her skills first again, because I think her skills are gonna be better for her than that. That especially. Boost range damage when fighting 2 or more enemies. Yes, because that's all we're focusing on. And we'll put that up as well. And I can't level that up anymore, but I'll do that one next. Elmer! Master's Edge, boost critical chance by 5% when wielding a melee weapon. Boost damage by 100% when using melee arts from behind. I'm maxing that out because 100 shells and just damage. Boost critical chance by 20% when HP is 50% or less. Effect doubles when HP is 25% or less. That's going to be really good. Enter. Boost evasion by 12% when wielding a ranged weapon. I don't know if that's going to be particularly useful. Boost crit chance by 5% when wielding a melee weapon. Probably. Phantom counter, boost overdrive count by 4 when activating overdrive. Hellhound. I imagine if you're going to put Elma into an overdrive build, she's going to want Hellhound as well, isn't she? Like, I imagine I'll probably want to swap out the two that I have here. So Master's Edge and Agile Gunslinger. And put on Hellhound and Phantom counter. How much is really better with range darts, actually? The dual guns, dual swords build you're using is basically the same for her. Except she's got Ghost Factory instead. I don't know, I just think 100 shells is such a good art on Elma. And I've got a pretty balanced at the minute. Yeah, Ghost Walker for Ghost Factory. Because as you can see, I've got obviously the TP build with the Aura Shadowrunner. Boost potential, plus from behind, boost damage. 100 shells, Electric Surge, and Shadow Strike. So for the extra damage from behind. And the Sliding Sting of Violent Streak and Executioner. But put Ghost Factory on instead.
1, 2, 3,
4. I think what I'm going to do then, actually, is I'm going to put side slash back on there, and I'll put Ghost Factory on there, and do a slightly different build, where she has melee arts, ranged arts, where it's 4 and 4, because I think that should still work. I'm just gonna need to max this out, aren't I? But I can't max Ghost Factory out to get Decoy 3. We'll do side slash there. Because this is the only thing with Elma. I wanted like a build where she just deals stupid damage from behind. So keep Shadowrunner, 100 shells. I'm gonna change her skills around quickly and put on those two for overdriving. So Phantom counter and Hellhound. And I'll probably make this just build work. Yeah. Yeah, and do that. And that's, I'm not going to be able to do that when I'm at, nope. And I probably, do I have loads of BP? I haven't got as much. Well, that's fine. Sweet. So now we're actually a bit more built to actually do some bits and pieces. Righty. There was some treasure here on the map, but I guess it's just disappeared because it never showed up. We have half an hour left. What do we want to do? I vote. I think we're gonna do some side quests and we'll start with this one. Welcome to the universe that are renowned, kind of incredible house of fine wares, okay? I've been pondering how we can serve our claimant clientele better, you see. Dr. General Chow suggested the quickest route to an more integration of our people was through a mutually beneficial business, didn't he? So just to share the technology we might pride ourselves on with everyone. Yes, and to share it at an honest price, perhaps. Come to us for your needs, from paper napkins to interstellar generation ships, alright? Everything is in stock here at Canned Incredible. At least that's what I was hoping to offer clients, yes, but it just sounds insanely profitable, doesn't it? Well, this running a business stuff is hard, right? It's just been one obstacle after the next. But now that you've come along, I think my luck might be turning around. Yes, may I ask a favour? First, let's take a look at something on our ship, okay? It won't take much of your time, and I promise it will maybe be worth the trouble. Not an accept or... Okay, ugly? With deal, yes, many thanks. I can tell you'll be an excellent customer, won't you? I imagine this could have something to do with Candid Incredible. So telling church to say, come to find affairs at Candid Incredible, House of Fine Wares, okay? That's resolved, I must be on my way, okay? I'll explain things in more detail when we speak, alright? That one over there, you'll see some super amazing water device Candid Incredible installed, yes. Takes you to the man on ship, so fast, no, speedy, convenient, I don't know wait for you over there. Whee! Let's head over to the man on ship. And we'll just do a few side quests, I think, and get a bit more money under our belt and go from there. And begin the dubstep.
Fascinating, right?
Fascinating, right? There she is, or he is. Welcome to the man on ship. We think you'll join the rest of space in agreeing offers very finest amenities, maybe. That right here, one of us packs a kick here. Classic man on technology there, from ether to warp drives. We have it all, don't we? Maybe I should continue from where I left off earlier. During the time it took to move here after establishing our present friendship with your people, we might create a number of items to sell, you see. They're based on thorough market research and guaranteed to hit the human hotspot. Oh, that was the plan, right? However, the culture barrier is harder to overcome than we thought. While the underlying build is practically primitive, we're having an incredibly difficult time actually coming up with everyday products. From washing things in dollar to chemicals to slathering paints on your face, your human needs are, well, they're incredibly strange, aren't they? Inscrutable beyond the rest of logic even. Literally impossible to fathom, perhaps. Yes, that's it. Right, okay, just throwing pure shade. So decided to forget about everyday products and make weapons instead, since the needs of most species are essentially the same in that area, aren't they? They want power, yes, convenience, deluxeness. And our weapons have all that and more, okay? So I'm very happy, very certain humans will agree to buy so many. But well, the culture balance is pretty high, isn't it? I'm worried that humans might understand how amazing these weapons really are, maybe. So this is where the favourite part comes in, alright? I want you to try some of the weapons we made here in the field, and then tell all the other humans how amazing they are. Okay, word of mouth, right? I'll set it with one of our latest models, so get it started if that's alright. Taking and go down some hintogens called quick evaluations. Okay, 7 or so should be enough. Oh, and the more fun we can fight, the better advertisement it is likely to make. We might even have humans lining up at the door. So yes, alright, Can Incredible's future is in your hands, you understand? Use the diagonal twins to defeat 7 quick evaluations in Primordia during the day. Do. They're cool. Candid weapons are just phenomenal stat stakes. I know, you've mentioned. Diagonal twins. Oh, so this is Candid Incredible. Ah, so I've already got some Candid Incredible. Ooh, electric. Lots of TP gain. Damn, lots of TP gain. A lot more stable as well. These would definitely be better, excluding the fact that they've not got as good stats, passives. Diagonal twins. Down to institute 7 quick thingies in Primordia. So apparently there's 2 locations out here, where there's only one where I was thinking of going. Ooh. How are these actually going to look when fighting with them? So there is apparently a group of them over this way. They look cool, at least. They look like proper wings. There's one. And there's another. Okay.
We can do this. Engaging.
Okay, they look a bit. They don't look anywhere near as good when you've got them in your hands. I was expecting for something a bit more.
Nice work, y'all.
It's a bit weird how they fold up like that.
All right, it's on.
Locked and loaded. We should weaken them just to be safe.
Slash. Violent streak.
Now take the fight out of them.
Bomb. Slash. Burner. Get him, and... Oh, no, I thought it was charged, but it is now. And that's another one down. But you don't know how many... There's only going to be 2 that spawn here. I feel like more spawn at the point 1 location. I can have a look at it a little bit later. There we go, level 29 though. We're very close now to the level we need to be for thingy. For chapter 8. Or to start it. I think I'm gonna get myself to level 32 though. When grinding for those scale weapons. And I know as soon as I get to level 30 I can get level 30 skulls. Again, there's only 2. I wonder there might be more because the circles... No, there's another few over there, okay. Slash, slash. Bum, 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 bum. I should really check actually and see how much PP Doug can actually have. Because I bet it's a lot. Why have I lost TP? Oh, I'm missing a skill. I want to have 500 TP. I think. Because I can only have 1 skill equipped. Come back here.
We can do this.
And I can sit this cakewalk out.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Someone just took that soul voice just before I got it. Ba 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 ba. Slice. So is there more? Ooh, there is. Haha. Whoa, that guy can run on air. Yeah, that's the mirror's a funny place, isn't it? Home to all sorts of wildlife. Oh, I think that was a virus. Yep, that was a virus. Phenomenon! His photon saber proper looks like an energy sword from Halo. I was starting to see what you meant about Starlight Duster, because the first hits are pretty quick. I like how he always starts Passenger Blast as well, always. Wow, that was quick.
Nice work, y'all.
Bam! As he says. Just BAM! Whoa, that guy can run in the air. Yeah, he is the Jesus of the water.
Friend? Everyone should hear this.
If Jesus of the land can walk on water, then Jesus of the water can walk on air. And people say I'm not cultured. I knew where you were. You couldn't hide from me. Welcome back, advertising efforts. Going well? I hope so. Not too stunned by the power of our weapons to use it effectively, are you? Customers dropping asking about it already, so why don't you go ahead and hand that back to me so we can continue? Take our still equipped. Why? Why can't it just let the game give you like some just super basic swords? And like I get that you could kind of infinitely dupe them every time, but just sell them for nothing. Plenty new equipment, so here you go. Much more on this, kicking this one you see. Very, very powerful, so please go out there and share it with the world, perhaps. Worry that just using it against my old Indigen, any old Indigen you could run across could muddle the message a little bit, couldn't it? Sometimes just defeating one super strong enemy or a whole bunch of regular enemies, which makes for better advertising then. To say that defeating one tough enemy is more impressive, claim that defeating a swarm of enemies would make for better advertising. Strong, because that's likely to be a tyrant. Right, want to impact, don't we? So taking down an infamous threat will rise your status and make our weapon an overnight sensation at the same time, eh? Which means we'll need you to aim as high as possible when picking your target, won't we? Something like a Weckling or even two. Yes, two would be better than one, wouldn't it? One's been sighted nearby Primordia, and its parameters are a good match for with those we used in advanced design process, so it's pretty much perfect. Things go well with the advertising yields. Results we can call this model or Venerator, perhaps, or the Viscerator. Those names are a mouthful. Very good, yes. Best of luck in slaying two of those Welkin Orifices with the latest and greatest candid incredible tech. Okay, we're in talks with our head office regarding production schedules for mass producing that last weapon you see. It's located with the arms manufacturers over in the administrative district. Would you mind dropping in and giving them your report? So giving me another weapon. High Dryads to defeat two Welkin Orifices. What are the workers? Okay, so High Dryads are just two them ranged guns. They're once again electric. I think we've seen these before already as well. Blade number 5. Okay. Didn't say we need to drop into the admin district. Or do we do that afterwards? Okay, before we do any of that then, because we're basically at max Maranium, basically, I'm going to dump all my Maranium and then we'll run down and take him down. These are the flying birds, aren't they? I thought we'd be fighting tyrants, so I selected strong. Because tyrants give me more points. There's a Harrier. Sakuraba. Galactic Group. Meredith and Co. There should be a tiny bit of Candid Incredible. Yep. Candid Incredible. Take it all. It's going to take a lot of Maranium, but we'll get there eventually once I get some more storage probes. Why are storage probes so difficult to get, though? At least it's not just in the day. It's going to be the birds, isn't it? We've just got some revenue. 23. Oh, this will be easy. Before I do, though, because I was curious before. much TP can Doug have? Like if he was to max it, because I've maxed it all. TP 6,600. Damn. That's a ray gun. Oh, it comes together when he uses it.
Yes. Now get in close. Gravity flash. Pathogen blast.
These reload quickly, damn. I like the fact they reload so quickly. Critical power! Wow, we're getting all the crits. Oh, that was a stupid bomb thingy. There you go, Douglas. A whole different plane. That should have definitely got that sort of voice. And we just took out that appendage. Alright. Even though at the same time I don't think it really makes much difference because of the fact that, well... oh, that's another bomb thing, isn't it? You missed! My adrenaline's rising! Stop. Oh, Elmer's just used Ghost Factory. Nice one. Burner! They want to use overdrive? Okay. Don't mind if I do, I'm not going to get infinite overdrive out of it, I don't think, but... Damn! It's going to end because I'm not landing in the water. Yep. He's so low. Please follow me. You just launched me. That was funny. There's no land even nearby. So keep following. I'm not gonna make it, am I? He's gonna take me down by the time. Yep. I may as well return because they're not going to engage. That was just unfair. Yeah, look how that. You see how much health he had left? I mean, in all fairness, if I'd have done this properly and done this in my scale, it wouldn't have mattered because I could have fought on the water. But I didn't. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to get out, aren't I? I wonder if I can just get out at the end.
Sure, you can do this the hard way.
How much damage does this do? Okay, I'll use it again. Because it won't kill. See, I was thinking about just staying in my scale, but I don't know at what point I'd actually have to get out for it to count and register that I've used these.
That doesn't even count as a warm-up.
Talk to Twitter in the administrative district. And back we go. Oh, I've gone to restricted hangar, which means I'm under where we need to be. That's also a little bit annoying with the map. And like all the fast travel points for the admin district you've got on the same map for the top and the bottom. Like in the other Xenoblade games you could go between the layers. That should be the case here by like pressing, I don't know. You'd be able to do it easily if it was on a menu, not on the pad. So that might be something that they do, or that they could add in the remake. Oh, I know I can't get it off. Okay, can I? Can I? Oh, it could be on. It's gonna be close. I don't think it is. I nearly got it. Oh. Oh, that's just random. Out of the blue. But nice, we've leveled up our blade level again. That's leveling up a lot slower now. Our blade level. The latest problem isn't quite a gamepad issue, but rather a problem about how they incorporate the probes. Yeah. No, but what I was thinking is because you control everything on here, it's like
You're an inspiration.
they'll be stuck for buttons of what you could use to swap between options. Sure, you could just have a button on the screen. By the way, when going to the elevator, you don't need to go. You just go to activate the elevator. Do you not? Okay.
What do you want to improve?
Okay. I'm gonna level up biological just so we've got both of them at level 2.
Keep it up.
Yeah, sure, they could have just added it as a button on the pad, but like the actual bumper buttons and things, which I feel like would be more natural, are all already being used to control your character. But like on a Switch, where you're not going to do it, then it won't matter. I'm going to confess, I only learned that this year. I learned it years ago, forgot, then relearned it. So that worked right. I've heard reports on your results use their latest weapons. Oh, I've got it equipped. I had not those on, I had those on. Even though that's technically better, but I'll put them on. Just didn't like them because they've got less ammo. There's only 2 bullets, but that's 14 bullets because 2 of them. Work right, I've heard reports on you were using the latest weapons. So good to show to please, many thanks. There you go. He was impressed to say I'd heard, and I'm a genius for scouting you to head our field marketing efforts, right? The parts where you pretend to struggle and or bleed really add to a sense of drama, you know? You kind of overcome the... It's kind of funny. That practically arrests itself, doesn't it? I've seen this. What? Why? Yes, this is where you can find about the new unbeatable weapon you've heard about. You got the savvy customer, right? This model here is the weapon that's still walking our rivers in the blink of an eye. Ah, now welcome to you too. Welcome one and all to kind of incredible house of fine wearers, okay? We're at the cutting edge with the most advanced tech in all of space and time, okay? Because when your life could be gone, you better trust Manon. That's a catchy catchphrase, I like that. When your life could be gone, you better trust Manon. Never during the sad campaign would work so well or so quickly, right? So thanks to you too. Sure to come straight away if I ever need help again. I hope we can be a very good business partner for a long time, alright? Yeah, that's why I'm donating you all of my stuff, because at Kind of Credit Integrity comes free, right? It's totally free, like included. You keep our business booming, we'll make your enemies go boom. It's back scratching all around. It's your friendly neighborhood, Candid Incredible. Come to look for all your needs, from paper napkins to the cellar generation ships. Yes, everything is in stock here. Candid Incredible. You're really getting into it. 13,000, and we get the Dryad series and Trigger happy. But that's pretty nice. So I'm also thinking scale frames are a ridiculous amount more than I actually have at the moment, and somehow recently I afforded 4 of them. How did I manage that? And I include this one. You also talked about earlier how Lila was the really good overdrive one. Elementary. Right. Because he just becomes like a tank. Medium type or light type. The other one's Inferno. He's got a big butt. Lila's the unkillable one. Yeah. And then each one does something differently, right? So you've got Formula, which is the base one. All are pretty busted when optimized, but yeah, Lila is unbreakable. Interesting. I mean, normally, because I just think of it as being like the poster book child, I've usually kept Formula for the MC. Don't get me wrong, first time I played round, everyone had the most expensive one because it was the most expensive. And I thought, well, obviously that means it's better then. But I don't actually know if that does or not. Oh, wow. So light skills have increased potential. Is anything better? Urban looks the same actually as Formula. I don't know. I know Versus is the funky looking one. I'm gonna censor my disdain for Farsis. I apologise. Farsis? What? What do you mean? For Farsis? I don't know what you mean. I know that this one's terrible to drive. This is a pain to drive when it's in its car state. Heavier skills are better for attack. They're famous for being able to do the one-shot builds because they have melee / ranged attack overdrives. Right. This ranged attack's the same. This melee attack is higher than my current one, so yeah. But they have lower accuracy, lower evasion. But they have a hell of a lot more armor. It's good to know that each one's actually still viable though. I bet I can look into it on the wiki. Potentially is pretty much only a healing skills, unlike ground builds where they're also used for damage. Oh right, what from Soul Voices? $200-106. Damn, they've really got some differences in stats. Like, considering that these are both light skills, like this is obvious. Formula's obviously the ranged one because look at that ranged attack. That ranged attack down, but Urban's obviously the melee one. Because of the stats. Damn. Where the base one seems to be more of just an all-round one at the minute, so I'm not losing either way. I don't know. To clarify why I hate the Farsis versus... Oh, the Farsis is an enemy. Right. Fastest has a stupid cheat code called Gravity Res Down. Yep, I'm familiar with it.
Whoa!
As for Blade,
The reason I call fastest grab Res Down a cheat code is because Res Down debuffs are supposed to cap at... Right, let's see where this is going. Supposed to cap at negative 50%,
as for Blade,
but it's going to be negative 90.
hey,
So curious to see if I've got it right. Come on, be right, negative 90.
whoa! As for Blade,
If it's negative 100, I'll be... I was about to say if it's negative 100, then that is pure cheating, but... I'm just waiting for that to come through onto my chat. Is it not coming? Oh, that whole message hasn't came up onto my chat about the... I saw it was 150%, but I didn't actually read the message. Because it didn't come on. Hang on, let me go through YouTube. I bet it'll be on YouTube. No, it's not popped up on the chat. Why can't I see? I saw it was negative 150%. I don't know what else you put. I just saw the number. My chat does that. Why? Bah. Bad chat. Bad chat is broken. Where was my affinity with the other two as well? With Elma and Lynn. Elma's basically maxed. Is Lynn basically maxed? Lynn is maxed. Oh right, so I'm gonna kick out Lynn then, because I don't need Lynn for affinity. I'll just DM you a screenshot on Discord or something. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, that's came through and I can see that on both. It just didn't pop up on my... Oh. I was gonna put it on the screen and then let you see, but I've moved it off screen so I can't see it to change. So you're just gonna be staring at the gameplay for a minute. There we go. Full screen stream. So you can see it here and you can see the endless OBS coming through. But yeah, it just skipped. Like I saw it pop up on the little chat menu here, but didn't pop up there. Yeah. Bro. Well, I think I'm going to do a little bit of grinding off screen and I might do a little bit of research. Oh, for Pete's sake. Really, game? Really? Really? Oh, there we go. Active. Thank you. There we go. Streamlab caught up again. So I think what the plan is, because I'm going to end the stream now, I believe. It's about time to end. It's nice to know where Murderous is as well. We're going to... I'm off stream at some point, maybe before the next stream, maybe not. I'm going to do a little bit of level grinding, get myself up to level 32 and hopefully grind and get some better skill gear. And I think I'll also do a little bit of research in the meantime and find some ways to make some money. So but by that point I can potentially start to look at buying other skills for thy other party members. Although this does raise the question, if I'm going to grind Skellige, should I grind level 30 Skellige? How strong are those enemies in Silverland? In the base, where all of my Xenoblade Chronicles X game players, all of it, because I just grinded there purely. Alright, I sent the screenshot over to you. Yeah, I've got the notification. Bosses, though, doesn't give a shout what you think the debuffs are supposed to cap at, and hits you with a negative 150% because F you, and then immediately hits you with an AoE grav nuke. That's just not then, yeah? It's not allowed. Shouldn't be. You're level 32. I can get through this. Yeah, I'm gonna grind then for level 30 skill gear and get myself to level 32, and in the meantime try and get some money for some level 32 for some level 30 skills. I don't mean, so I should clarify, shouldn't it, when I say grinding skill gear. What I mean is, with the fact that I only have 3 weapons on this, the skill's not very useful. Like, I had this thing on the previous, not on my first playthrough surprisingly, but on the previous playthrough the same thing happened, where literally I had this big sword, I had the beam blades and the beam claw, and that was it. What I mean to try and do is to try and get some of the like shields and the miniguns and some different weapons for the back, some different shooty weapons like the base ones that I've got here. So I don't mean like I'm going to be grinding for things for like a build or anything. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I just find skells are boring if you do it this way around. I'm not in range, am I? Good. I thought I'd just target anyway. But, I don't know. Like, I just don't want to go through the entire game and only spam the big mega beam slash. Because when I first played it, I got the heavy skill as soon as possible, level 30. And just used the axe, which deals double damage from behind, and I gave everyone the same, and I just killed everything in 1 or 2 hits, and it wasn't boring, but I don't think it really got me properly immersed in the game, when for literally buying a skill and a weapon that came on the skill, me being able to nuke. And just to give me some variety, like if I go through ground gear, I can go through and I can select whatever I want, because I have options. Like if I want to, increase my, I mean it's not a good example because I've already got EXP up, but if I wanted to increase my EXP on another character, then I can do that. But on skill gear, there's so little gear that we have that I don't think it's really worth it. That sounds kind of funny. I understand that feeling quite well. Yeah, just yeah. So we do that. Like there's just nothing, and I'm well aware that I could have loads more arts, but instead I thought that in the last fight against whatever her name is, the lady in her skull, that I was literally there spamming 3 arts and running away with this rifle, and I just don't think that's how the game should be played. But yep, that's gonna be the end of the stream. We'll end it with a funky camera angle, I think, looking at our skills Dingleberry. There we go. Can't even see his face. You know, if you're in first person actually in a scale. Ah, you don't go into the. You should go into the first person view. But when they remake this game, that's the next thing on my list. Where if you go into first person, you actually go into the first person view, because that'd be cool. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. The next stream for this should be on Tuesday. Now that stream might also be a little bit longer than usual, considering the fact that I don't have the usual restrictions, which are usually binding me to stop around this time every day. So that one might go on for a little bit later. We might go on a bit more into the night and do some bits and pieces, properly set ourselves up. Is painful when flying, also fighting. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. I hope you've all enjoyed once again. Eventually, I'm probably going to vary up these streams a little bit more and not just do Xenoblade Chronicles X over and over again. Don't get me wrong, I'm still thoroughly enjoying it. It's very fun to actually be going back and doing it. And now for me, we're in new territory now. When I played through the second time, I never actually did chapter 7 again. I got myself up to chapter 6. And then every bit of gameplay I've used after that point on was just me basically doing what I was describing before, just randomly fighting enemies and grinding for cool scale gear and things. So yeah, next stream we'll probably do chapter 8. Be looking at the requirements as well of what we need to do to get chapter 9 and get the flight gear, and then potentially start looking at doing some skill builds. So hope to see you all there. Hope you've all enjoyed the stream, and make sure to tune in next time.